wrong, Mr. Raccoon? Oh, Mr. Bear, I'm so sad. Why is that? Because visitors will soon be to the farmhouse. Isn't that a good thing? You're right. We can feed them to it. You can rip out one of its guts. And you can tear off one of its hands. And together we can kill them all. We will kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Welcome to Descent into Madness plays Edge of Darkness. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Descent into Madness plays Edge of Darkness. I do love it when people look for things that they shouldn't. And for our dear investigators who went to go visit their, well, soon-to-be dead friend, Rupert Merriweather, whose illness and unforeseen health issues have never been determined by any sort of medical science whatsoever, Rupert decides to pull a fast one and call upon 4 people that he deems liable to handle something at a farmhouse for a creature that him and his little occult friends brought into this world. I really love it when you mortals decide to mess with things you should never touch. This is going to be more and more fun for me as we continue on. But let's rejoin these investigators. They all stand around the body of Maggie McFurder, who's slouched up against the base of a tree with an obvious looking hole in her chest.
Miss Mary is going to be most dismayed to hear this.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's all do sanity rolls, seeing as we're looking at a dead body.
Triple zeros?
That's 100.
Oh, so that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
85.
So you failed. Who failed? Show of hands. You didn't fail. You will lose only 1 point. Everybody else is going to lose a D4. You're going to lose 3 points of sanity, please, for the folks who failed. Lose 3 points. Has anyone lost 5 points? You're at 4. I'll keep that in mind. You've only lost the 3. You've only lost the 3 so far. You have lost just the 1. Okay, perfect. Yep. You guys are all standing around this body that's slouched up against a tree. And you, dear Isaiah, notice a similar looking hole in its chest.
This is similar to the raccoon that we found earlier.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Can I ascertain how old this body has, how long this body has been deceased?
First aid or medicine?
First aid.
First aid. Okay. Please roll.
Okay, that's the same thing. 56 over 30.
Okay. 2 days, 3 days, you're not sure. You try to check the temperature of the skin to try to determine that as most part. You do see some bloating on the body, the starting of bloating on the body, but you can't determine how long she's been sitting out here. I will give it to you that the hole that's in her chest is very similar to what you saw on the raccoon. And I'm going to give it to you as well that because you've seen this in the raccoon, you can look inside and very easily tell that none of the other organs are missing, just her heart.
And is the hole similar in size to the raccoon?
Probably in the case, because this is a human compared to a small animal, it's a little bit bigger. But yes, it's same type of hole, similar to the raccoons.
She's
some sort of maniac on the loose.
I think at this point we should consider the possibility that
Say it.
Rupert may not have been as off of his rocker as we might have intended.
Sir, I believe the only thing this proves is that someone else is equally off the rocker. Now, I don't
I
believe
like his theory.
in any of this superstitious nonsense, all right? I'm gonna live with y'all. I've been through some things today, lost some sanity, I feel. I purvey many relics, but mostly I sell stories. And that's all these are, stories. But someone here clearly believes these stories and is acting in a way to murder this poor lady. I think it behooves us that if we still intend to go inside that house to check and see what sort of weapons and protection we have, I assure you whatever we're against is someone mortal.
If you insist, then I do not disagree. Potentially arming ourselves is a wise course of action.
And then I just like lift up my coat, and I'm just like, oh, I'm good.
Well, she was not pretending earlier. I'm glad this is the first I've actually seen it.
Yep. You see her weapon.
Yeah, do I have any in my car, maybe?
You can give me a luck roll.
I like the idea of a luck roll.
Yeah. You got a good-looking crowbar back there.
Oh, I'll take that.
I'll give you...
If you give me a crowbar, I'll take a crowbar.
I'll give you a good-looking crowbar. So you can write crowbar at the bottom for your weapons for you.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
When she lifts up her coat, what exactly is? What am I seeing?
I have a 32 Magnum or a 7.65 millimeter revolver.
That is a nice weapon.
That is a loud weapon.
There's a lot of weapons.
How did you come into possession of such a thing?
I have my ways.
Whatever your ways may be, I'm glad that you're here. Firearm, crowbar, I have a hat pin. They are a defensive item.
I'm sure in your hands they are.
Perhaps before we walk into the main house, we should look into the barn. Perhaps whoever lived here before had something of the sort.
Who's going to the barn?
I propose at this point, the strangeness about, we all stick close to the woman who has the gun. Meaning we go together.
Miss Charlotte? Would you mind accompanying us to the barn?
I suppose.
Before we leave her body, the necklace. Is there anything peculiar about the necklace that she's wearing?
No, it looks like as if somebody had given it to her. It's essentially just a small, tiny necklace with a little piece of silver, and on it just reads Maggie McFurter. That's all you can tell. It's something of just personal belonging that was on her.
Reverently reach down, unclasp it, and put it in my vest pocket and say, someone will likely want to see this.
Okay. You take the necklace. You now possess a small, tiny little silver necklace with the name Maggie McFurter written on it.
So, check out the barn, I suppose. But what is our plan? We go into the house, we chant, "Go away, monster." We leave, alert the authorities that we found a body on the property.
We need to check the barn to make sure that it is safe for us to go to. So we need to check it for safety.
I'll say that you guys start to make your way back out to the front towards the barn itself. And as you walk towards it, you can definitely say as you get closer and closer to it, it's had a lot of decay. It's old, it's decrepit, it's starting to slant over to one side. And as you get up to the doors itself, who wants to open the doors?
You ready, ma'am?
Ready as I'll ever be. And I pull it out and I just like...
Okay.
She's pointing at it, I'll open it.
You open the door, and all you can see is rusted farm equipment and some other things lying around. Maybe you see a dead mouse on the floor. But other than that, you don't see pretty much anything. It's just decrepit looking. It looks like no one's even touched any of this equipment in years, let alone centuries.
We were worked up over a whole lot of nothing over here.
I'll look in.
I'm gonna look behind the doors. Just like any like hidden spots, I'm gonna check it with like gun pointed at it. Just
Who's walking into the barn? You're walking into the barn with the gun pulled.
I'll go in behind her.
Okay. I need you both to roll dexterity for me, please, as you start to step into this barn.
That's a 55 over 25.
That is a 30 out of 55.
Okay. You both start to walk into this barn, and like I'd mentioned, it's so badly decayed that the floorboards creak very badly to the point that all of a sudden you see Isaiah you hear a snap as both of your feet appear to hit a bad spot of it, and you begin to fall through the floorboards itself. There's not much underneath this barn. As it falls, your leg catches onto the side of one of the pieces of wood that has splintered, and it cuts into your pant leg, ripping it badly as you tend to basically you fall over. You essentially, you walk a little bit, snap, fall through the floor, and kind of fall onto your tuchus, basically. And your leg is cut up badly. I will say, lose 1 hit point, please. Your leg is cut badly and it is bleeding slightly.
Is he like still in? We're both still in the hole.
You barely have even walked into this barn, and you can already tell that, like, after seeing him walk in and the boards basically fall out of place or snap out of place, whatever it may be, and he's fallen onto his backside, that you kind of start to get worried about even walking any more further into the barn itself.
I heard a snap. Everything okay in there?
And not
quite.
exactly.
If I may, I assume we see this. It's not far in the barn.
Yeah, it's literally right up at the door.
Okay, I'll reach down and offer my hand to Isaiah to try and help him up. And sir, I believe the earth tried to swallow you whole. let me help you up there. Ooh.
How are you doing this? Are you stepping into the barn itself to do this?
I think I'd put 1 foot like a couple inches from the broken area, right? And then reach in to give him the forearm clasp.
I'm gonna need dexterity roll, please.
Dex for me. Yeah,
Yep.
no, I'm great at Dex, I'm sure.
It's weight being put on old boards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of it. It's 21 out of 24.
Okay. Yep. You very easily, you reach over and you feel him clasp onto you and pull you up out of whatever boards that you are. But you can see as you pull him out that he's fallen through whatever little area that would be under the barn itself, and he has cut his pant leg, and it's bleeding slightly.
So I believe a change of trousers would benefit you at this moment. Maybe we have something to bandage that. That does not look healthy.
Sadly, I did not pack my other pants.
That's hard to be prepared.
The barn in and of itself is a death trap. If there's anybody in there, they're likely not going to move out of it any easier. So perhaps we go to the house now?
Noted.
I would agree with you.
You all turn around, leaving the barn where it sits, and you start to make your way towards the front door. You were up front there, so you make your way up there.
$10,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Should we knock?
Can everyone give me spot hidden rolls, please, actually, real quick, as you step up to the doorway itself? Let me know who passed.
33 out of 70.
Okay, pass. Nope.
So pass.
Observant person. 10 out of 35.
Okay.
Phil?
Okay. You both don't notice anything as you walk up to it. It looks like an old decrepit piece of crap that's sitting in the middle of this farmland itself. You both, however, As you start to walk up to the door itself, is something that catches your eye the most, especially towards around the door. You both would interpret it as like some sort of, maybe it was like craftsmanship around it and offering some sort of drawing to when this was a nicer house. You two see it as weird looking symbols you've never seen before. Maybe you have. Maybe on a piece of, how do you call it? Occult memorabilia?
Yeah,
you've sold
some piece
before?
of trash I sold. Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
You have seen similar symbols to this before. I will allow the both of you, if you would like, to roll occult for me.
Yeah.
To try to identify any of these symbols.
Michael's a 5.
You can also let your fellow friends know as well, too.
Yeah, because I'm going to fail that.
005?
Okay, that's an extreme success.
That's just a 5, right? Out of 50?
Yep.
I pointed out to you, was like, hey, does that look familiar?
Let me see it. 65. So, no.
Nope. Okay, you don't know. He does not know. You have seen these symbols before.
Mm-hmm.
Looking a little weird. You remember something of a piece of artifact that came out of South Africa at some point. Something that would symbolize that some of these symbols are power wards. If they wanted to keep things from leaving something, this is exactly what they would do. They're a good defense if left in place is the best way. And some people do this as a means of, ritual or tradition. In some places, you've even seen remnants of this in what is known as Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, with the Day of the Dead. Some prefer to draw things on the door to keep evil spirits from entering their households. You've seen this. They look as if they're occult wards.
And they look old, not recent.
They look old, yes.
Okay.
But not too old.
Gotcha. So less old than the house,
Yep.
but definitely not put up yesterday.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, would you look at that? Does seem that somebody in these parts here believes in evil spirits. These act as a sort of jail cell according to some myths and legends. Keep
The
evil
molding?
spirits in. Oh, the writing's up there. See them above the door?
Oh.
You start to see it now as what looks to be, some of them look as is a triangle with an eye that sits in the middle of it. Some of them look like they have more religious annotations to it. You notice it more as he points it out.
Yeah, I promise you, all this is just superstition and folklore now. Some of the oldest that I've ever encountered in my years of dealings. But someone clearly believes it, or they wouldn't have hanged it in such a place of prominence.
Must have been Rupert and his friends trying
Must have
to
been.
keep their monster sealed.
Rupert was a true believer.
See. Despite playing the role, if he's pointing it out, does it seem that all of these runes or wards are intact? Like nothing's been scratched through?
For the most part, they look like they're intact. No one has tried to scratch them. No one has done anything to them.
Seem to be intact.
Well, but the people who created them, only one of them's living. So if they need to be alive for them to...
This was likely done in a anticipatory manner. If the nature of whatever superstition binds this thing to this place, they likely did not understand it themselves. This is just them presuming and hoping. Perhaps we should be mindful in our entry.
I don't even know what we're supposed to do in there exactly, but let's just be done with it,
Well, we're
please.
being paid to go in, have a look-see, and then leave. So I reckon we should get to that. Does anyone have the key to this, or...
You do.
And I'll hold up... I do? I have a crowbar.
I gave you the key when we were in the...
I apologize. I must have slipped my mind. It's been a hell of a day.
So uncivilized.
I'm going to go ahead and lock the door.
Put the key in the lock, turn it. Door easily opens as you do so. And as you start to step into the house itself, You step into what apparently would be deemed as like a front room. What you can tell is, because it's an old farmhouse, you can see that there is a living room area, and then through one archway as you step through, you can see the makings of a kitchen and a table that's sitting out there. And then over to the far left, there appears to be a closed door that's over to your far left. And then there's a set of stairs, not too far away from the front door. It's over to your right. You would assume goes upstairs to it. But as you step into it, because this has been left so decrepit and left alone for so long, you can just smell like just dust and mothballs. It's moldy kind of smell in some cases. Someone has left this alone for quite a while.
So not a lot of resale value in this real estate?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
There's furniture that's in the room itself. However, the furniture in the room itself looks like some of it has some cloth thrown over it, as if somebody's come back to do something with it. But it's mainly just been left alone. A lot of dust on all of it.
And is there anything of value in the parent eye line?
Not that you can tell.
We should be slow going as we go through here.
Room by room. Yes, sir.
Let's check the first one on the left.
Can everybody give me a listen roll as you step into the house?
Said listen.
Mm-hmm.
Can I push?
How would you try to listen better?
I would remember my training and focus my breathing to just put me in an isolated state to fully hear.
Okay. Give me a second. How did everyone else do?
60 out of 60.
Okay. Meets and beats. So you did succeed.
6 out of 20.
Extreme success.
Nope.
Nope.
66.
Okay. You don't hear nothing. For you, go ahead and re-roll your dice again for me.
For full transparency, I rolled 0, 0, and 0, so I'm pretty sure that's 100.
Oh, that's a fumble. You can't push a fumble.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You can't push a fumble.
Because it was a fumble.
You both hear noises coming from below you. You hear a scuttling noise and a scurrying. You hear a noise coming from upstairs. A scuttling and a scurrying. You are oblivious.
My leg?
your leg, yeah, your leg is still hurting. It's hard for you to concentrate because there's still a little bit of blood as you guys are all standing in here.
Now, hold on. I don't know if you all can hear that, but I believe they may have some sort of infestation of critters. I hear something scratching around downstairs. Watch your step, Isaiah.
You don't have to tell me twice.
We really should rinse that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I wouldn't trust it with this water.
Actually, maybe.
Well, you stopped at the general store. Do you have anything? Did you grab a first aid kit or?
I do have some clean water. I'll hand him a bottle so he can rinse his leg and muffle it.
So you run back outside, you go to your car, you grab a clean bottle of water, you run back inside the house.
Yep.
Gives you the water
There you
for
go.
your wound.
I'll sort of roll my trouser leg up a little bit, and when it gets to that point where it's like scratched and torn, I'll just sort of tear it a little bit so that I can get a clearer look. Okay. I'll just pour the water over top of it.
Give me a first aid roll, please.
My God, today. That's a 92.
Okay,
Over
what's your
30.
first aid at?
30.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for allowing them to do these things.
Oh no!
That make me so very happy.
You didn't have to.
You do exactly that. However, what are you doing? You're tying it?
I was pouring the water, and I would I assume at a certain point, if it's still bleeding, if it's a weeping wound, I would sort of tie it around the place where it's scratched. Yeah.
Yeah, you tie it, and you tie it really tight to the point that you can feel that it's pinching in a way. And the rest of you kind of almost start to see what looks to be like the bottom half of his leg starts to turn a little bit purple. And your leg it feels like it hurts more. You're not sure why.
It's a little bit tight. You want to loosen that, maybe?
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll just, is there
Oh, you stop the bleeding.
Yeah, the bleeding is the important thing is that I stop the bleeding. Is there potentially like a cane or something that I can use just to stabilize myself a little bit?
Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Come on now, warm up for me. 25 on it, that's a meet.
Okay. You notice that there are some items in this there's the backroom kitchen area. And as you make your way towards the backroom kitchen area, trying to look for like a cane, you do find something that would resemble like a piece of a table leg or something you could easily use as a cane. But as you step into this backroom kitchen area, what kind of surprises you a little bit is you look over at the kitchen table and you would expect it to be empty. Like there shouldn't be anything there except for what looks to be like a piece of cloth. It's striped pattern cloth, a large piece of cloth that's laid out on the table. And on top of it is a couple of different items. There looks to be a soup can that's opened, different one that looks as if somebody's eaten something from it. Some personal effects, a couple dollar bills that are kind of laid softly. They look very ruddy and muddy and whatnot. And then some pieces of raggedy clothing that's laid out on top of what you would refer to as like a bindle.
Does this clothing perhaps resemble a floral pattern?
No, it does not. Looks like a male suit jacket or pants. They have patches on them. They look very downtrodden and rough to the eye.
Friends, it would appear that somebody has taken up residence here. The soup, how old does it look like it's?
Soup can looks pretty recent.
No mold or nothing?
Like fairly recent. Like you could even, as fresh as it looks, you would say probably in the last day or so, last 24 hours.
Monsters don't eat soup.
You sure about that?
Oh, I don't know. Men do. And in my experience, all monsters are men.
Finally, something that we agree on.
We did be something, didn't we?
You both hear scuttling again from below. You hear scuttling from above.
We are clearly in the den of a murderer. I keep hearing those scratches downstairs.
Or it could just be mice.
Could be nice, but with nothing else to go on. Maybe we should take a look in the cellar.
But it sounds like it's coming from up top.
Oh no, it's also coming from down here.
Seeing as how I can't quite hear what you all are hearing, perhaps we should just make sure this floor is clear first. If this is the den of a murderer, then it is wise that we make sure he's not here before we go anywhere else and trap ourselves.
Very well. I'm gonna hoist the crowbar like I'm ready to swing it at any moment, and then look to Charlotte to go first.
You all look around the first floor and check the closets. You check everything that you can from up here. You can't find anything. It's just been left alone. It's decrepit. There's dust. As far as the first floor goes, you cannot find anything.
Weren't we supposed to find some instructions or something? What he wanted us to do?
We were just to check the house, make sure that it is okay. And that was what our job was.
Now, the journal that was found in the bottom of the box, did it have, other than, clippings and such, did it have any indication of what Rupert in his studies had ascertained?
Would you like to read the journal more?
Yeah, as we're doing the downstairs, I think that's the thing I'll open up.
I'll say you sit at the table and you do this. You start to read some as you have this moment to kind of take a second and look at everything that's here. As you look, you find one certain journal entry that's marked March 19th, 1877. This is right after the first one that you ever read, where it detailed about Mary and Alan uncovering a sarcophagus of some piece or whatever. We began the ceremony as Alan instructed. According to that described in De Vermis Mysterious, a fire is set in the fireplace and a pentagram chalked on the floor, marked with appropriate symbols and illuminated by 2 black tapers placed near the center, flanking the piece of amber which entrapped the spirits. The others sit in a circle, while I, the designated watcher, quotation marks, who guards for malevolent spirits, sit in the corner of the room. At least I get the comfort of a chair, while the others can look forward to sitting on the floor for hours. Alan throws a handful of powder in the fire, producing an evil-smelling smoke and dampening the flames, which now burn a sputtering green and brown. Those seated on the floor begin the Latin chant Alan has transcribed from his book. After nearly 2 hours, I see a trail of smoke circling up from the piece of amber. Its surface seems to be bubbling and melting. Can this be? Have we finally achieved success? I can see a form. ... Let's pause with you. What are the rest of you doing?
I mean, I believe we would be searching room to room, looking for modes of egress to the upstairs and downstairs. Keep our eyes on that. Also, anything of import.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go downstairs first, or do you want to try to go upstairs first?
I want to know where downstairs is.
Downstairs is as you step back out into the living room. In one corner of said living room, you see a closed door, which you could assume would probably lead to a cellar if there was one in this house.
You already found the cellar.
You all walk up to the cellar door as Isaiah reads another passage. March 20th, 1877. We have finished with our plans and have sworn a pact to never speak of what happened last night. We have satisfactorily explained the death of poor Robert, and in some manner, the madness of Harold. The sheriff accepts the explanation of a carriage accident. We planned it well. Robert's neck was broken in the fall, we told him. Harold struck his head on a rock when the horse's leg broke and the carriage rolled. Would it be that it was only that? For the rest of us, we will forever be changed by what we experienced last night. I will write down the true events so they are not lost completely. You both start to open the cellar door. And you keep reading your journal. A thing formed in the center of the pentagram, shapeless and nearly invisible. Its terrible voice should have given us a clue, but we were so foolish. It spoke. Then Alan cast that damned powder on the djinn, the dust of Ibn Ghazi, he calls it. And that's when we could all see it clearly. Words cannot adequately describe the faceless thing with 1,000 maws. You both start to walk down the stairs.
I stay at the top of the stairs. I do not proceed down.
Okay. So terrifying was its aspect that I was frozen in place, my pen falling from Neverless fingers. You're halfway down the stairs. Cecil and Alan seemed as lifeless as myself, while a short, sharp cry issued from Crawford's mouth. Robert, however, rose to his feet, and before anyone could stop him, stepped forward as though to embrace our horrible guest. You're at the bottom of the stairs. With its arms, or those appendages that seemed most like arms, it took hold of poor Robert and twisted its head around as though he was a doll. The lifeless corpse was then thrown back in Harold's lap, and that's when he began that damnable shrieking, the shrieking that hasn't stopped since, even after we handed him over to the sheriff's men. We still had a chance, apparently. Alan now believes that if we had kept our wits, we could have reversed the summoning and forced the creature back to wherever it came from. But Crawford panicked. standing at the top of the stairs, you hear sounds from above you, and they sound louder. You both are at the bottom of the stairs. But Crawford panicked and, mistakenly believing that it could spell the creature, reached forward and destroyed part of the pentagram, breaking the seal and ending its effectiveness. Released from that binding symbol, the thing with the screech that could only have been unholy satisfaction was ejected from the house, disappearing out the window as a roaring, screaming wind of boiling colors. At that point, for my two investigators at the bottom of the cellar stairs, all of a sudden, you see a wild-eyed looking homeless man run out from behind the shelf and start to swing a very large banister pole at both of you. I need both of you to either, I will give this to you as you can fight back, you can dodge. You said you had your weapon pulled.
I got a crowbar ready.
Okay. Are you going to take a swing at him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Are you shooting him or are you shooting at him?
I'm going to try and shoot him.
Shoot him. Got you. I'm going to give this as you're in close enough proximity that your thing is just going to happen. So go ahead and roll your damage dice for me, please. I will need a fighting brawl from.
Fighting brawl?
Yeah, fighting brawl. He's going to roll something too.
I'm sure he's rolling nice things.
Yeah, he's rolling nice things. Your gun goes off, shoots him. How much damage did you do?
1.
Just 1 point. Okay, yep. Pop. Catch him in the shoulder as he still moves towards both of you all.
That was a gunshot.
It hits the shoulder. It hurts really badly.
Yeah.
You club him. How well did you succeed?
I met my 25 exactly.
All right. He did a little better. So, twang, boom, into the side of your head. Okay, here's what we're going to do for that. What damage did you do with yours?
1 with a crowbar.
Roll a d4 for me, please.
It's a 2. Why, Dakota?
He rolled a 4 and cracks you over the head with this banister. You rolled how much?
2.
2. Okay. All right.
I'm not that great at math, but I know 4's bigger.
I love it when I win at things. Okay. So he's at that. You lose 4 hit points, please.
Yeah. All right. I'm okay.
As he cracks you. How much have you lost?
4 total.
What is your starting hit points at?
12.
12. Okay. So you haven't lost half. It hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a constitution roll for me, please.
Make me roll a lot of things that aren't turning out.
Yep. He's rolled constitution. You've been hit in the head.
25 out of 46.
Okay, you're still awake. It hurts badly.
I kind of wish I wasn't.
He falls to one knee as this homeless man hits him over the banister and breaks it over his head, literally. What do you want to do?
I'm going to reload and fire another shot.
Because it's a revolver, you're easily able to pop off another shot. Go ahead and roll damage for me again, please.
All right, 4.
Where do you shoot him at?
I'm going to try and take him down. I'm going to try and hit him like square right here.
You're going to try to hit him in the head. Okay.
I'm going to try.
Center of mass is always safe. Center of mass is always safe.
Okay, here's the thing. Point blank, and you're shooting at his head. Please roll your damage dice again, because I need that, your previous amount added on top of that.
So it was 4 plus 4.
4. Okay, yeah. Ooh, God. Yeah, he down. You aim at him, and almost purposely, his brains blow out through the back of his head. And he falls to the ground as a sack of potatoes.
That was another shot.
You hear those gunshots from upstairs. What would you like to do?
I'll call down. Are you okay? What's going on down there?
One of us is.
What?
I could really use a mint julep.
I'll go down the stairs. I'm coming.
There's beware. There's a dead body down here.
Stopping.
Okay. Sanity. Sanity.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay.
That's fair.
Just kill the man.
Good fair sanity roll.
I'm
How
a mob
far
boss.
have you come down the
I would
stairs?
say I made it halfway, and then I heard it's a dead body, and I paused.
When you roll, I want you to re-roll your 10s again.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope. Mob boss, not mob boss.
Right. Well, I already failed.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 68, so I passed.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it again?
Nope. You're good. We're gonna take that. You pass.
Okay.
Yep. You probably hurt people before. So this is nothing new for you. Bop. Brains blown out. You.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is gonna be the first time you see a dead body.
I've seen a few. Just haven't made many.
Okay. I need you to lose 6 points of sanity for me, please.
I was told to tell you if I lose more than 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've lost 10 now.
Can you roll knowledge for me, please?
Knowledge?
You try to comprehend what you've just seen.
Do I want to comprehend what I just saw?
No.
Okay.
How far down the stairs did you come?
halfway.
Halfway. Spot hidden, please.
I failed.
Okay, yeah, you don't see anything. It's really dark down there. Really, really dark. You can't even see anything at all.
I get it.
You comprehend it?
Yep.
Great. For the next 3 hours, the sight of blood bothers you so very, very badly. And as you see this man laid out on the floor with blood dripping out from the back of his head, you feel like you are about to puke.
Miss Charlotte, my constitution is failing me. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going to run upstairs.
Do your thing.
You see
Okay.
him run past you up the stairs, the
My
cellar
apologies,
stairs.
man. My apologies.
Okay, Isaiah's okay. Charlotte was speaking to me. There's a body down there.
Uh-huh.
So the murderer is dead.
We didn't get that far. You came at us swinging.
Okay, well, I was hearing noises upstairs.
Uh-huh.
And you were hearing noises down here?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you should go look upstairs?
Oh, sure. Send me up there.
You have a gun!
Fine. You're coming with me, though.
Fair, okay.
Yeah, I'm vomiting outside.
Yeah, I will say you ran outside and as this happens, you hear this scuttling noise across from the living room that you're sitting at the kitchen table, and you see him run out through the front door holding his mouth as all of a sudden you hear him basically barfing out.
My apologies, Isaiah.
Manuel, are you all right?
Nope. I don't want anybody to see me, though. So I'm gonna do it privately outside where they cannot witness my low moment.
Okay.
You read the next passage. March 24th, 1877. Alan intends to leave Arkham and travel to find a solution to this crisis. He said that he intends to seek out occult scholars in New Orleans. I pray he is successful, but my hopes are not high at this point. He insisted that I be a custodian of the gold sarcophagus and not show it to anyone. What's even more odd is that he instructed me not to visit or even live in Boston. I can only guess as to why, as he will not tell me his reasoning, apart from his insistence that it is for my own safety. Marion still thinks that that thing could yet be destroyed, or at least dispelled. But none of those who remain have the stomach for such an undertaking. I hope he can find a way to safely banish it without another of us falling to its malevolent grip. Downstairs, we have our two folks that are sitting there while our friend is out front puking his guts out.
Relieving myself.
Spot hidden roll for me, please. As you stand over the body of this homeless man you've killed.
That is a 31 out of 70.
Okay. As you're standing there, you noticed as he had fallen over, he fell over to a certain part of the floor where there was tarp over something. And as he does, the tarp falls off. It fell off as he fell over from being dead. And you notice that there appears to be a very old trunk sitting there in the basement.
So did he fall on the tarp and the tarp falling revealed?
Yep. And tarp revealed this little trunk.
Is it locked?
1 second.
You're gonna stay down there. I'm gonna go and wait for you in the kitchen before we go upstairs.
You are gonna stay right there.
On the stairs?
Yes.
Fine.
What would you like to do with the trunk?
Can I do spot hidden to see if there's any like strange markings or weird, freaky stuff happening on it?
Oh, looks like a trunk.
It's a trunk. Okay.
Big wooden trunk.
Is it locked with the padlock or anything?
Opens up very easily. And as you open up it very easily, you see a couple things inside of it.
Of course I do.
You see what looks to be 6 folded black robes.
Mm-hmm.
You see a cigar box. And last but not least, you see a sheaf of yellowed papers.
Yellowed papers.
Mm-hmm. Looks like there's writing on them and that they've been sitting there for a while.
I'm gonna close that.
Okay. Okay.
Then I look at her and go, me and you, upstairs.
Where are you at?
I've been yelling from the middle of the stairs.
Okay, I want to make sure.
So you're done down there?
Uh-huh.
What do you do with the body?
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But you're going in front of me.
Cool. That way, if he comes back, he's trapping you.
Comes back? What do you killed someone. They're dead, right? Did you check for a pulse? Did you
Nope.
see if they were breathing?
I'm trying to get out of this basement.
Oh my gosh. But okay, I'm gonna go down.
You roll sanity for me, please.
Yeah, I know.
As you see a body laying on the ground with its head blown open.
That is 99.
Okay. Must be
I told
Christmas
you.
for me. Okay. So
You didn't mention he didn't have a back of the skull.
I tried to tell you.
Okay. I need you to roll knowledge for me, please, to comprehend this. You're still going to lose this regardless. Ooh.
A regular success.
Okay, you did comprehend it. Great. Can you lose 6 points of sanity, please?
Hey, that's more than 5.
Oh yeah, I know. we're gonna get to that. I think I'm gonna give this to you as well too. You're seeing a dead body. You feel really, really sick, and the sight of blood will bother you for the next hour.
Oh, this explains Emmanuel.
Again, I tried to tell you.
Well, he's definitely dead. He's not coming back. And then I'll look around in an effort to look away from the body. So I'm looking at everywhere but the body, but...
You look over and you see this trunk that our dear mob boss is standing in front of currently right now.
Okay.
6 black robes, a cigar box, and gross-looking paper.
Paper. I will open the trunk.
Open the trunk and you see exactly that. 6 black robes, a cigar box, and some papers.
I'm going to open the cigar box.
Pause. We go back to the final journal entry. March 26th, 1877. We now believe that the spell we cast to summon it inextricably bound this creature to the house. Alan went back this morning to retrieve some of our belongings and store our ritual accoutrements. He says that he heard it bumping around in the attic over his head, cursing him all the while. He said that it also told him that it would only have to wait its time out. When we, who were present, are all dead, it will roam the earth freely, slaughtering and feasting to its heart's content. Thankfully, The warding signs, carved by Alan during better times that seem so long ago now, apparently are effective and bar the thing entry except into the attic of the farmhouse. I might be able to sleep a few hours tonight knowing it is bound to the attic and cannot harm anyone else. I am hopeful, for the first time since we stupidly released it from the amber, if it told him the truth, then we have time to seek the answer. God be with you in your search, my friends. Can you roll sanity for me, please?
Wait, now, hold on. 39, under 65.
Okay, you're gonna lose 1 point of sanity for me, please. It's still creepy. Back downstairs, you open up the cigar box. The box and the brands of cigars look like they date back to the 1870s. Once you open it, you see what looks to be a small metal canister containing a coarse and brownish powder. Brownish powder inside of it.
This isn't a cigar.
And then a small wooden box inside of it as well with a sliding lid. Within the smaller box is a silvery talcum powder-like substance. If you would like, you can give me a science roll.
This is beyond me. I am just an actress. I'm not really interested in investigating what these items are. I will take the cigar box and the paper upstairs.
Okay. Yep. You take all of that upstairs. As you rejoin, you see that your compatriot, who is relieving himself, has stepped back into the farmhouse, and you look over at the kitchen table and you see your other compatriot, Isaiah, who looks as if he's reading the leather-bound journal from the box given to you by Rupert Merriweather, and he looks very disturbed.
Isaiah, no need to frown. I believe we have taken care of the murderer.
I believe that the reason to frown is far beyond a simple murderer.
You didn't see what I saw.
And you have not read what I've read.
What have you read? The noises upstairs keep getting louder, for the record. No one is listening to... I hear them, and they're getting louder. They're not quiet.
Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs.
You should not do that,
Why?
What?
because it's upstairs.
What is?
The murderer's downstairs dead.
The murderer is not what we are here for.
Could everyone give me a listen roll, please?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Hard success.
Hard fail.
You start to hear what sounds like whispers.
None of you are saying anything right now. And you don't hear anything?
Oh, man.
Just you.
Only me. Nothing else.
Charlotta, what are you hearing?
I would like to act that I'm hearing nothing.
Please roll.
It's nothing. It's just the mind playing tricks. A regular success.
Okay. Yep. You very easily act as...
Just the sound in the cellar, the loud scurry
Perfectly
noises.
understandable,
That's
man.
all.
Perfectly understandable. We've all been through some things tonight.
In the cellar. I presume that you're carrying...
I mean, the attic, I guess? Second floor?
I presume you carried up that box.
I did. I'm holding it. I have the...
That. What do you have there?
Oh, papers, too. Here.
Give them to me. Give them. And I'll sort of start to leaf through the papers.
Okay. Couple things. There is a letter, and you look through, there's some other writings, but they look to be as if they are in Latin. You're not sure. A lot of phrasing that you've never even picked up before. I can have you roll for it if you like.
We'll do that in a moment.
And then there's something that is purely written in English. And then you see a piece of paper that looks as if it's a drawing of a pentagram.
Mm-hmm.
Looks exactly like this
Okay.
on there. Other than that, that's what you can tell. Would you like to read the letter? The 23rd, March of 1877. I don't know why I'm putting this down on paper. It's probably a bad idea, but I feel the need to have some kind of explanation for my actions and intent. When I took the sarcophagus from my uncle, I did not think it would be missed. I expected to be able to research it and return it later. I was such a fool. Despite believing in the powers we tried to summon, I grossly misunderstood the consequences. Now Robert is dead and Harold a madman. I'm going back to the farmhouse to organize our things. I dread stepping foot again in that place, but I must make sure that our materials will be available again when we need them. Since the others are too shaken to attempt a banishment of the creature, I can only hope that that thing hasn't the power to remain in our reality more than a few hours or days. At least it's bound to the house itself. I shall search for a means to destroy it before the last of us passes from this world and it's released from the house, if it is still there. I believe I know where I can find the knowledge I need to drive the creature away without assistance from others. I hear tales of mystics in New Orleans that know much of the true magics of the world. I am leaving the gold box in Rupert's care. I told him not to sell it or have it appraised by anyone, but did not tell him why. He also seemed puzzled by my insistence not to live in Boston, but I believe he trusts my judgment not to go into danger unwittingly. My uncle does not know about our dark brotherhood, so Rupert and the others will be safe from anyone looking for it. I'll be back to put things right again. Signed, Marion Allen. P.S. I write this before I close the lid on the trunk. The thing is still in the attic of the house. It seemed to recognize me and spoke foul curses at me. I will carve protective words on the trunk to prevent any tampering with its contents, just in case. And it is there. We will end the second episode of Edge of Darkness. Thank you so very much for joining us. We can't wait to see you next time. And I can't wait to see what they will open up next. Goodbye.